Stand Up Talk Radio Network.
I'm pretty sure that you have a way harder time getting through life than the average person, Ari. I don't know why anybody would listen to this. I know I won't.
Ari, your advice single-handedly broke up my marriage. You're an awful person.
You're 24 years old. Why would I listen to you? Why would you be giving therapy and advice to people who clearly need it? It doesn't make any sense, Ari. This is a horrible idea.
You're listening to
unlicensed therapy with Ari Manis.
Have you ever heard of my podcast?
Unlicensed Therapy?
You've heard of it?
Yeah.
That's so cool. You're a fan.
Oh, yeah. I listened to the episode you did with what's his name? It was like the third or fourth episode.
Really?
Yeah. You talk about he was like growing up.
Did you really? I can't tell if you're fucking with me.
No, I mean serious. What's his name?
I don't remember the third or fourth. I've done 25 episodes.
Yeah, well, yeah. I listened to a couple, but the one I remember the most is like the God, it was
I'm flattered. I can't believe you've listened to my podcast.
From the Midwest.
Ken Gar?
Yeah, that one. So.
Are you just making it up? You're making it up. You've never listened to it.
Yeah, I've never listened to it.
God, I believed you. You made it sound so believable.
I have been told I'm good at that.
You are good at lying. Where does that come from?
My parents are divorced, and so I had to lie to both of them.
About what?
Each other, to keep them happy. I've been thinking about this a lot. Just my parents and shit. Yeah.
Wait, you had to, when you were a kid, they were divorced, and you would lie to them about each other?
They hated each other, so they would always try to like.
Yeah, have you pick
get shit on the other person from the kid,
but you wouldn't do it.
No.
Wow.
I was loyal. But I had to play both sides.
You were loyal to both of them.
Yeah, it made me very political when I grew. Like right now, I'm very political.
Did you love them both?
I get in like the sense that we're told that you have to love your parents.
So you don't really love them.
I mean, they're fine. They tried their best.
Do you call them? Are you still in touch?
Yeah, I still talk to both of them.
Wow.
It's hard for me to say I love them because they fucked me up so much that now I had to move to LA to try to be a stand-up comic because
how did they actually fuck you up so much? What did they do to fuck you up?
I mean, they used to just like fight with each other and they hated each other. It was just like it's one of the many things that messed up my brain to the point where
my parents fought all the time but stayed together.
Yeah. What do you mean by fought though? Just like argued?
Yeah, they argued, and I always felt like they didn't really like each other, but apparently they do because they're still together.
Yeah.
And all the kids have moved out and everything. And they go on vacations together.
That's, it was like, what'd they fight about?
Well, my mom's like mentally insane.
Yeah.
So she would just...
We had this conversation in your pool.
We did?
Yeah. About your parents. Do you remember?
No.
Huh. Well, you're both shirtless in your pool.
Who has a better body?
Me or you?
Yeah.
I mean, you.
Really?
For now, yeah. Give me a couple months.
It's true. I'm falling apart.
I've been working out almost every day.
I don't look good. So you haven't heard the podcast. So the podcast is a therapy.
Yeah, Ken Gar.
You lied though. You've never heard any of the episodes. Luke Schwartz cried in one of them.
Did he?
I tell that to people.
Was he on an episode?
Yeah.
Did you get anything out of him?
He cried.
Did he actually? God,
listen,
I don't want to listen to Luke talk for how long is it? An hour?
It ranges.
Can you give me like a 15-minute time frame of when the crying is in? I'll listen to that.
So I had him on right after his girlfriend broke up with him. His longtime girlfriend, his college sweetheart.
Yeah.
And she was cute. I met her once.
Was she Jewish?
She was out of Luke's league.
She had to have been.
I don't remember her religion, but she was a cute.
Oh yeah, I always forget it's a religion.
And she left him, and he was a wreck.
I cried. That's really funny. Can you hear him crying, or we just have to take your word?
I think you could kind of tell.
He's choking.
He wasn't like, he never did anything like that.
He wasn't wailing.
Yeah, he wasn't sobbing or wailing.
Yeah, he was
I didn't.
crying.
I didn't even have to
What a
wipe off my
baby.
microphones at the end, but it was a good interview. Is what I'm saying. It got real.
All right, I'll listen
It
to it.
was the most real.
What's it called
I'll
again?
ever see Luke. My podcast.
Yeah,
You remember the name?
unlicensed therapy. I only know because I've seen it a bunch recently.
Yeah. So what's going on with you?
Hey,
You
I have a
any
question.
issues?
Is
Yeah.
this? Are you licensed for this?
Do you want to hear the
Is that a
intro
good bit? Yeah.
that I give to people, even though all the fans have heard it?
Yeah.
I have tons of fans.
How many? How many listens you get a week?
It ranges.
Do you put one out every week?
I try to. Lately.
So no. Oh, lately.
Okay, so here's what.
Didn't you start this and then not do it for a while?
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's the intro that I give. If you're wondering, Ari, why are you giving therapy? Yeah, I'm not a licensed therapist. I wasn't a psychology major in college. I'm not even the guy my friends go to for advice. But you know what? I care. Now today we have my guest Matt Lockwood in the studio. If you're not familiar with Matt, he is a stand-up comedian, door guy at the Comedy Store, started comedy in San Diego, California, my hometown. Now on paper to me, from my perspective, from an outside perspective, Matt, you are a funny guy. You do well on stage. You have a nice roof over your head. You got spots at the best comedy club in the world. You clearly have food on the table.
All right.
Clearly. You get laid here and there. You're not like a ladies' man, but you're no scrub. So why are you here? What's wrong?
Why? I didn't like ask to get therapy.
Oh, you think that joke's never been done? I didn't ask to be here. You asked me to be here.
It's not really a joke. Well, I didn't say I didn't ask to be here because I did ask if I could come over and look at the studio today, but I wasn't asking to be on the podcast.
I think you were.
I didn't even know you had a
I
podcast.
think you need help. Oh yeah, I had a podcast. I have my own podcast studio, but no podcast.
I don't know.
That makes sense.
A lot of companies do that.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I'm a company.
I mean, you trying to be.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to be an artist. It's all about the art.
Yeah, I guess. Is this art?
This is art. The art form.
I want to lay down if we're going to do therapy. I like to lay down.
Normally I would say yes, but I don't know how it would work with the recording. You're going to have to sit up and tell me your problems. Come on, get real.
I don't have any.
No one hears the real side of you.
I don't have any problems.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
Everyone's got problems.
I don't want to talk about them out loud.
What do you mean? Come on, open up.
No,
I can help you.
It's like I don't know.
Come on.
I need like a real therapist.
I am a real therapist.
No, well, you just said
Look.
you just said you're not.
Look.
No, the whole intro is about how you're not you're the farthest
I'm not
thing.
a licensed therapist, but I've listened to over 100 episodes of Love Line with Dr. Drew. I have.
He's not a real therapist.
Yes, he is.
No.
Yes, he is.
I read an article, dude.
Yes, he is. That's not true. He's a licensed MD. He went to USC medical school. He's very legit.
No.
Yes.
He has like a medical license in like journalism or something.
No, he's a real MD. He could prescribe medicine. He can
Wait,
practice.
is an MD a doctor though?
Yes.
Oh.
He's a legit doctor. And if you've heard otherwise, you heard incorrectly. Dr. Drew is real.
I don't know. I think you heard incorrectly. Who told you
I
about
didn't.
that?
I've done my research. I'm a big fan.
I'm a huge fan.
Apparently you're not, because you don't even know that he's a real doctor.
Let me finish.
He's not like Dr. Laura Schlesinger.
I'm a huge fan of the truth.
Have you heard of Dr. Laura Schlesinger?
Yeah.
She's fake. She's a phony. She's a cunt.
She's more real than Dr. Phil is.
I'm not talking about Dr. Phil. Dr. Drew.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Dr. Phil.
No, I don't know. I don't know about
That's
Dr.
why I got
Phil.
confused.
No, Dr.
Yeah, Dr.
Drew.
Drew's real. Okay.
Yeah, he's real. Dr. Phil, I have no.
Celebrity
I don't know.
Rehab.
Yes.
Yeah. Dr. Phil's a fucking phony.
Yeah, he might be a phony. I don't know.
Might be he is.
I believe you. I believe you. I haven't done the research, but I believe you.
I wish you had listeners so they could.
I do. I
Listen.
get over 200 listens an episode, sometimes more.
200,000, you said?
No,
200, period.
200 period. Sometimes over 1,000. Depends on the episode.
Oh. Mine's not going to get over 1,000.
The most listened episode has over 10,000.
Who? Ken Gar? That was my favorite episode.
You've never heard it.
Who had 10,000?
There's actually a couple. I'd have to go on the SoundCloud and look it up. But
You don't remember out of the 20 episodes you've done, you don't
25.
remember which one got your most views?
I don't remember. I started it several years
Wait,
ago.
views or listens?
Listens.
Okay. Do you put it out as a vis?
No, but I just started recording them as vids. So
So this is recorded on the camera too?
it is. I don't know that it'll go out. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe I'll edit a clip. I like that clip of us arguing about Dr. Drew and then you figuring out it's Dr. Phil. That could be a funny little video clip.
Yeah.
Maybe. You think? You think that would be a funny
I
clip?
haven't seen it yet. I never know what's funny and what's not.
I mean, you kind of know, though.
If I say something and it gets a laugh every time, almost like 99% of the time, people will laugh and I'll go, man, I have no idea why people laughed at that.
Yeah, I have that sometimes. It's because we're dry and being real.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
we're just trying to be real. And then they're like, you're so funny. And be like, all right.
Yeah, but a lot of times too, I'll try to say the stupidest thing, like the thing that makes the least amount of sense.
Yeah.
And that'll get a laugh.
But then you know why it's funny because it's stupid.
But it's still
It's
like it's
silly.
so stupid that you shouldn't be laughing at how dumb this is. It's like too dumb.
That's silly fun.
Like the one that happened last night. One of the cover girls walked in and she was dressed as like an anime character. And
Which one?
Kaylee, the new one,
Okay, I don't even know. Okay, but
Chevy Chase's daughter. She walked in as like an anime character, and everyone was like, "What's she dressed as?" And I said, "Lorne Michaels," and I got a big laugh. And I was like, it's clearly not Lorne Michaels,
and it doesn't even make sense.
It's not funny.
Yeah, but here's why it's funny. Because you're funny, and they're like, we'll give it to him because he's normally funny.
But it wasn't like, it was like a big laugh where I was like, oh, do you guys get it and I don't get it?
I think Lorne Michaels is kind of just an
It was just-
obscure,
yeah.
funny name.
it caught everyone off guard.
Yeah,
Which is a lot of times where laughs come from.
exactly. You just pop their brain cherries.
Jeffrey Burner once told me that, because I was asking
He's your
why,
best friend, right?
No, God is my best friend. I was asking why.
He's your second best
Yeah.
friend? Yeah.
God, Jeffrey, Jesus.
Me?
Well, my dog Phoebe that died a couple years ago, and then maybe you.
Well, I'm talking
She wasn't
about
even my
people
dog.
who
She
are
was my
alive.
sister's dog.
People who are alive.
She's alive in my heart.
Do you want to talk about that?
My dog? It was actually my sister's dog, so no, I wasn't even that close with her.
Mm.
I just really liked her, but she never liked me that much, which seems to be most of my attempts at relationships.
Where are we going with this? Oh, something about Burner.
Because I said, why is it so funny when you see someone that kind of looks like someone? Like if I saw a guy that looks kind of like you, I go, hey guys, there's Ari Manis. And I go, I was like, why is that funny every time? And he's like, because a lot of times you get laughs when you say something wrong. And when it's not you, it's just, you're just saying something wrong. But it's close to being right, but it's so clearly wrong.
Right.
And it's like, okay, that kind of, I
That
get
kind of
it.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Like you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if it really looked like me, if it was someone who looked really close to being like
Yeah.
me, it probably wouldn't get a laugh. They'd be like, it does look like Ari.
Yeah, it has to be off enough still. It
Yeah.
has to be on enough and off enough that
Right.
it's like,
If it looked completely different,
yeah.
they wouldn't laugh. They would just agree with you.
Yeah, it has to be in that, like, there's a small,
Yeah, that's interesting.
I like that.
I think we just discovered
Comedy.
We're comedy gods.
All right. Welcome to Comedy Gods.
So what's going on? What's your problems?
You can't ask questions that vague.
Okay, let me.
I tried to lead you in earlier and you went back to the fucking Jeffrey thing.
What'd you lead me in with?
I said she liked me, or I wanted her to like me as much as I liked her.
But that was
Which
about
seems
a
to be,
dog.
and I said, which seems to be the case with most of the relationships I have.
Damn it, I missed
And then
it
you
on
go,
it.
so what were we talking about?
Damn it, you're right, I missed it. I suck.
Such an opportunity for you.
Shit, and
You didn't even care.
but you've never had a girlfriend, have you?
No, not a real one.
Yeah, but have you had girls that you wanted to be your girlfriend, but then they reject your heart and spit it out?
Oh
like
yeah.
Skittles?
I mean, I think that's why I haven't had a girlfriend.
So
'Cause I had shit
you've
like
had
that.
girls that you wanted to be your girlfriend.
Yeah. There's one right now.
Is it the one that you were in the car with?
No.
Who's the girl you want to be your girlfriend now? Do I know her?
No. She's non-comedy.
How'd you meet her?
A job I worked a while ago.
And do you guys still talk and hang out?
Yeah.
And have you?
She has a boyfriend.
Does she know that you want her to be your girlfriend?
I think so. I told her she should break up with her boyfriend.
For you?
Because she said, this is things that
Did
she
you say
said
for
to
me? Break up with
I
your
didn't
boyfriend?
have to. I implied
Okay,
it.
Got it.
Here's things that she said to me. She said, I like who I am around you. You're the only one that understands my true value. I want to hang out with you as much as I can. And then she has a boyfriend who she barely hangs out with.
That sounds, though, all those things you just said, they're cute and they sound like you're in the friend zone.
No, that's deeper than friend zone shit.
I would say that stuff to like you. I like hanging out with you. You make me feel good when I'm around you. I want to hang out with you all
She
the
said
time.
I'm the only one that knows her true value.
You're the only one that knows my true value.
But that's not true.
Yeah, but if I said it to you, it would sound true and it wouldn't sound gay.
But it's just like shit. This isn't
It
shit.
would be a little gay.
This isn't. She didn't like write a note and give it to me. It's not like some romantic bullshit.
Exactly.
It's like shit she said that she felt, and it's like real.
Yeah, she's saying like you're such a good friend.
Okay. Yeah. But obviously, I've been friend zoned. I'm not dating her.
Have you ever made out with her ever?
No, she has a boyfriend.
But even when she was single?
I wouldn't do that. No, she wasn't single. I only knew her with a boyfriend.
You've only known her with a boyfriend. Damn, you're kind of like a homewrecker there. You're trying to
I'm
be.
trying to be. Fuck yeah, dude.
Wow.
That guy's a pussy.
Does her boyfriend live in the city?
Yeah.
How long have they been going out for?
A little while. I asked her if she was going to marry him, and she said she didn't think so.
Damn. So I guess my advice in this situation
Is the player this podcast?
No. Don't do that. My advice in this situation is we got to figure out where her boyfriend works and lives and
Kill him.
something along those lines.
I'd be down for it.
But would you, okay, you wouldn't kill him, but let me ask you this. Would you slash his tires?
No, I don't want to like inconvenience him. I want him to be dead.
Okay. So you wouldn't kill him. You wouldn't slash his tires. Would you put laxative in his food?
If it was like poisonous laxative, yeah.
You're not gonna kill
I don't
him,
want
man.
I don't want him to have a bad day, dude.
You're
I want
soft.
him. I want him out of the world.
You're soft. You couldn't kill a man.
He's not a man. He's a boy. I've killed plenty of boys.
You've not killed any boys.
I killed one boy.
Who was it?
The boy inside me. When I became a man.
What'd you do to kill him?
I did like in Fight Club at the end when he takes the gun and he shoots himself. I did that to the boy, but he's in.
So you have a scar from a gun wound
Yeah.
on your body?
Yeah. It's actually I shot through my belly button, so you can't really see it, but it's in the back of my belly
That's
button.
smart. That way there's no scarring, visible scarring.
Yeah. But then the next week I had appendicitis and they had to take my appendix out, so I have scars anyway.
I heard of that. Yeah. A lot of the stunt men from James Bond had to do that same thing.
Appendicitis? Really?
Yeah, from gun wounds through their belly buttons.
Oh, it gives you appendicitis?
It's a common side effect.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a coincidence. Well, that makes me feel a little better. Because I had appendicitis in 8th grade. The 2 days before our class took a field trip to Cedar Point, which is a big amusement
Did
park.
you still get to go on the field trip?
No.
What's appendicitis again?
It's when your appendix is about to burst.
So you had to get it taken out.
Yeah, before it bursts.
So you have no appendix.
I have
inside
0
your body?
appendixes.
Whoa. Does that make you kind of weaker than me in some ways?
No, it makes me stronger because it's a useless.
If it's useless, why is it there? It's got to do something.
That's what everyone says. That's why they're like, we don't know what the appendix. No one knows what it does.
But it does something. We just don't know. Maybe it have some sort of like other dimension.
So let's figure it out. What's the difference between me and you?
I'm stronger because I have an appendix.
Stronger in what capacity?
Whatever.
Mentally, spiritually, physically.
Physically, my appendix, all the functions that my appendix does, your body cannot do.
No, it weighs you down.
Or it makes me stronger for carrying.
I'm lighter because I don't have an appendix in my tummy, so I can fuck you up anytime I want.
I mean, we both know that I would beat you up.
No, you
if we
wouldn't.
got in a fight.
What are you talking
I
about?
have a guard card.
I do too.
You do?
And I'm bigger than you. Yeah, we've talked about this. I
didn't
had to
know
get
you
one
got
in
a
San
guard.
Diego.
Really?
Yeah,
How come you're not trying to become a security guard?
because I want to do comedy.
Yeah, but it's the same amount of hours.
Because they're not gonna let you, dude.
Well, okay,
They're not gonna let either of us be security.
They could let you. You're a big dude.
Yeah, but I'm not like a fucking lunatic like all our security guards.
Our security guards aren't lunatics. They're all
They're
just
weird.
dum-dums.
Yeah, they're the 4 most retarded people I've ever met in my life. And then one quit and a new one came in and he's the same retarded. A different kind, but the same amount.
I wouldn't say they're retarded. I would say they're like real Americans, you know?
I mean, it kind of means the same thing.
I recently went to a doctor and he
A licensed doctor?
a real MD, and he diagnosed me.
Dr. Drew?
No.
Oh.
I would love to go see him though. And I went and saw a doctor, and he he diagnosed me. I went to the doctor, and the doctor diagnosed me with American obesity.
Is that true?
Yeah, he said I'm obese. I have American
You're
obesity.
not obese. There's no way he said that.
That's what he said. He said,
Where was
you
this
suffer
doctor?
from American obesity.
American obesity.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Were you in Thailand or something?
No. This was in the United States, in Los Angeles.
Oh, in like Beverly Hills?
No, it was Hollywood. I didn't want to drive far. I just looked up.
What was he trying to sell you?
Nothing. I went there because I was worried about my weight, and he said, yeah, you suffer from American
When
obesity.
was it? This wasn't recent.
This is like a week ago.
He said you have American obesity.
Yeah, he diagnosed me with it. It's a disease.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
What are you, obesity?
It's not a disease. People did it.
Yeah, I did. I got the disease. I gave the disease to myself.
No, you got
with
fat.
my bad eating
That's
habits.
not being fat isn't a disease.
So you're saying American obesity is not a disease?
Here's the problem with that is because when you go, oh, being fat's just a disease or alcoholism just a disease, it's like, okay, that's just giving you an excuse to be like, oh yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. There is.
I mean, you could reverse the disease just like you could reverse AIDS.
No, when you get yeah, but you don't do that. When you get cancer, you can't reverse it. That's a disease.
No, they have chemo for cancer, certain types of cancer.
Yeah, but you can't physically reverse it.
Right.
You have to get medication.
Right.
When you're fat, you don't need medication. You just need to stop doing fat things.
So you're saying like natural remedies.
Put a little goddamn work in. Yeah.
Natural remedies.
Yes.
Yeah. Like
I used to be fat. I still am, but I used to too.
No, I get what you're saying. Like compared to how fat you were, you're not even fat now.
Yeah.
Like even though you are fat,
I'm still very fat, but
you're not very fat, but
people can say
fat.
that because I used to be way fatter.
But you used to be so fat that now you're not fat.
I'm still fat.
But I don't think you are.
Right.
I think
people will say that.
If you
now.
were born skinny and you were this fat, you'd be fat.
Yeah.
But you were so fat.
I was supposed to be a fat guy.
You were like Ralphie May kind of fat.
No, I wasn't. I never let myself get out of control.
You were pretty out of control.
I was too self-aware. I was not pretty out of control. I've never been over 300 pounds. I'm 6'5".
You don't think it was out of control because you see it every day. So it's so gradual that you're like, it's fine. It's fine.
When was I out of control? The fattest I was in 8th grade, and I was not out of control.
I didn't even see you out of control. So that means I didn't even see you in 8th grade. So that means it was probably really bad.
Compared to your fucking bullshit American obesity, yes, I was out of control. If I went to your doctor, I would have been out of control.
Yeah.
But in Michigan, dude, I was regular.
No doctor actually diagnosed me with American obesity, but I just think it's like a weird, funny thing to say to people.
Oh my God. So it wasn't even true?
No, I made it
fucking
up.
asshole. You're a good liar too.
That's not a thing. American obesity.
I thought you were being serious.
It sounds like a thing.
I don't go. I mean, doctors can say whatever they want.
No, they can't.
No one checks their work. Yes, they
Doctors
can.
can't just diagnose people with American obesity.
Yes, they can. They absolutely can.
Maybe
they can do whatever they want.
Dr. Phil can. Dr. Laura Schlesinger can, but not Dr. Drew. Not a real MD.
Bro, I think you can just. If I was a doctor, I'd just tell people that had things.
What would you tell people?
Just be like, hey, you have American obesity. That's a good one.
So you're basically saying I could be a doctor.
I think so.
Which is why I do this podcast.
You're trying to be a doctor.
So you're saying I'm a good therapist.
If you have enough proof of unlicensed therapy, can you get a therapist license? What do you have to do? You have to go to school to...
Yeah, to be...
what do they teach you how to do? Listen?
To be, for example, a psychiatrist, you need to go to medical school.
Why?
Because...
You need to get good grades to prove you can listen to people?
I think there's standards.
How do you study? How do you study having a conversation with someone? Besides having conversations with people,
I think you listen to tapes and read books about it.
But that's not going to teach you how to have a conversation.
Think about it. If you just did therapy, and then you did enough, and they're like, "Okay, you're a psychiatrist now," you're essentially just creating cult leaders.
What? No, you're not.
Yeah, like that's what cult leaders are. Cult leaders are just unlicensed therapists.
What are you talking about?
Because like if you're licensed by the government, then you're a psychiatrist and you have the right to give people advice and tell people what to do. But if you're just telling people what to do and leading their lives, you're a cult leader.
But you're not. Therapists don't tell people what to do. What do you think therapy is?
Therapy, you go in there and you tell them their problems and you go, here's how to fix your problems.
No.
You do this and this and this.
That is not. That's what people think therapy is. That's not what therapy is.
I've never been to therapy.
Oh, God. Therapy is you having someone to talk to so you figure out your own problems.
Really?
They just keep they keep your train of thought going by asking questions.
Really?
So you can reveal things about yourself and learn about yourself.
And they don't say
they don't go, oh, well, I mean, they might give you exercises to help you with that. That's what they do is they like guide you to help you understand your brain.
Have you been to therapy?
I went a couple times. I hated it.
What kind of exercise?
It's all stuff I could do by myself.
So you're basically saying all I have to do is get people in here and have a conversation. I don't even need to tell them what to do.
You say a good therapist will say almost nothing.
Wow.
And as the person goes,
maybe you should host unlicensed therapy.
And then you go, oh my God, yeah, I guess. Wow. So the reason I act like this is because of the story that I just remembered about the time my dad fucking punched my mom in the face or whatever. And then you go, oh, so now you understand yourself a little more, and then you can fix whatever that was.
Right.
But they don't go, this is how you do it.
You might have just changed my whole podcast because I've just been interrogating people about their problems and then giving them advice.
Therapy is interrogation, but it doesn't. I don't think it includes. It might include advice if I'm like,
what should I do?
If they're like, hey, I think you should take 10 minutes out of your day to just sit alone in your thoughts and think about your mom or think about your ex or whatever.
Do you meditate?
Kinda.
What do you mean kinda?
I don't like sit on the floor and close my eyes.
What do you do?
I just sit outside in like an enclosed area and just kind of think.
In your apartment building?
I live in a house. I'm not poor. So
yeah, but how many people live in the house?
3 total, including me.
Damn.
Yeah.
You are rich.
I have my own bathroom, so.
Wow. Ladies.
But I've always really liked. Oh yeah, please do it again.
Ladies.
I like having sex sometimes.
Everyone does it, or not everyone, but most people.
Some people don't know. I didn't really have sex till recently.
But you knew it would be good.
Yeah.
You had a feeling, and then the first time you did it, you were like, I knew it. This is good.
Yeah. I mean, I was like molested and shit, so sex isn't like great.
Who were you molested by?
I don't know.
You just know you were, but you blocked it out?
Yeah.
How old were you?
That's a big reason why I started doing that's why I like understand therapy is like, because I just did it. I did it to myself where I would like push myself to
you
out.
did self-prescribed therapy.
Yeah, kind of. Okay. I'm still doing it.
I would like to, therapy aside, I would like to hear about your molestation.
I mean, I don't really know much.
How old were you?
Young enough to not remember.
1, 2, 3.
It was
5?
It was before kindergarten.
Okay, so you're probably around
before first grade.
So probably around
sure.
3 to 5 years old.
Yeah.
Was it from a man or a woman?
I don't know.
You don't know if it was a man or a woman?
I don't know anything.
It's probably a man though.
I have like hints.
If I were to guess, it was probably an adult male.
It also might have been one of my classmates.
Oh, so it could have happened. I thought you said it was before kindergarten though.
Yeah, but I mean like one of my neighborhood friends.
So it could have been another baby.
Yeah, because that happens a lot too.
Is that considered molestation? If
they if they get molested, then they get sexually curious with their friends who don't know any better, and then it just kind of builds from there.
So basically, someone touched your penis.
Yeah,
but you don't know if it was an adult male or a child.
Yeah, it could have been anybody.
I mean,
I know who I'm rooting for,
but it was probably either a child or adult male. Most likely. I doubt it was a woman.
You seem to be pushing this adult male thing pretty hard. It might have been. I don't know.
I mean, most likely. I'm just...
Yeah, statistically,
it was probably an adult male.
Yeah, but I think it was a kid in my neighborhood.
Okay.
Based on the things that I can put together.
And do you remember, did he like touch it with his hands?
I don't remember anything.
But you remember something.
What do you mean it? My penis?
Yeah, your penis.
You call it it?
I didn't want to be graphic.
No, here's what I remember. I remember in first and second grade, when I still lived with my mom, she lived by herself. I would like play truth or dare with the girl down the street, but it wasn't truth or dare. It was like, oh, let's go in the closet where no one could see us, and we'll think of something. We called it sick club because we were doing sick things.
You were in first, second grade, and what grade was she in?
Same. She's the same age.
Okay.
And,
but you both knew how to talk.
Yeah, we weren't like crawling. We were running around the neighborhood playing.
Okay.
we weren't like we weren't babies in strollers.
I'm just getting the full picture
Good
here.
Christ.
So you went in the closet, you're playing truth or dare.
I mean, it was just dare, and it was without choice. It was just like, hey, let's
Make out.
yeah.
Did you make out with her?
Yeah.
In first grade?
Yeah.
Dude.
I mean, we kissed, but that was like the least of what we did. We were like touching each other's privates
Is
and
this
shit.
separate from the molestation, or this is the molestation that you're?
I think this is separate because I wouldn't have initiated it. You know what I mean?
Did you initiate the truth or dare? Or did she?
With her, yeah, I brought
You
her.
did.
I brought her into it. Yeah.
Oh, so you feel like you feel a little guilt that you did this because someone molested you, so you like passed it on to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
But not really guilt. It's not my fault. I didn't
Well,
consciously
you
do
could have
it.
stopped it, but you didn't because.
But I didn't know any better.
Yeah,
Because I'm kind of a bad guy. You're a fucking monster.
Why am I a monster?
Because you say shit like that.
I'm kidding.
Calling first grade me a bad guy.
No, I'm kidding, man. I'm sorry that happened to you.
It's okay. That I don't. It's not. I'm fine with talking about it. I just don't. I don't like talking about it because I don't like.
You don't remember, or you don't like resurfacing the.
No, I'm fine with. I want it to resurface. I don't want people to like see me and be like, "Oh, you're the molested guy."
I don't think that's. I think. What do you think the percentages of people who are molested? It's probably pretty
In
high.
LA, the people
Yeah.
that we interact with,
Yeah.
150.
No, it's not 150. I wasn't molested that I recall.
I feel like LA is a competition to see who was molested the most. Everyone. That's why I don't feel weird about it. It's just like, oh yeah, there's a million people here that all
I would
were.
agree that the majority of comedians, porn stars, actresses, models were molested.
I'm actually smart as shit, but nobody thinks so.
Oh, great. Are you busting? Are you going in your act right now?
No. That's not a bit I do. That's something I have to say because it's true.
Yeah, but it's kind of a bit.
Dude, I was so smart in high school and then I quit.
Were you in AP classes?
Yeah.
And did you go to college?
I tried.
But you didn't graduate?
No.
You're a college dropout?
I went to two colleges, so technically I'm very smart.
But you dropped out of both of them.
Yeah,
You didn't graduate.
I
from
went to
either
each
college.
for 1 semester.
You don't even have an associate's degree.
No, a year total, 2 different schools.
You have a high school diploma?
Yeah. I have like a good ACT score.
Yeah, I don't think you should be telling people how smart you are then.
Why?
You're not even a college graduate.
Dude, college doesn't make you smart, bro.
I have a whole joke
money makes
about-
you college.
I have a whole joke about how college is worthless.
Okay, so why are you telling me this?
Because unrelated, you're not that smart.
No, this is what's crazy. That's why I have to tell people because they go, "You didn't graduate college," and I go, "You don't fucking have to."
I agree.
Yeah, I don't enunciate my words like you. I don't
I don't
know.
enunciate.
I don't use a thesaurus to fucking talk to people, but I'm smart. I could tell you shit about you.
I think that you're.
I study people. I don't study books.
I don't think you're dumb.
I'm not dumb.
I don't think you're dumb. But smart?
Dude, I'm fucking very. I'm
You're
very
just a guy.
smart.
You're
No,
just
I'm
a regular
not.
guy.
No, I'm not.
You're a regular dude.
Nah. That's why I have to do. That's why I have to do something like stand up to
All
like
right.
prove to everyone how good I am.
How smart you are?
Yeah,
So you think that all good stand-up comedians are smart?
I think you have to be smart to be a good stand up comedian.
Really?
But I more want to use stand up as a platform to be smart to people.
So you want to preach your knowledge to the world?
Yeah.
What's something that you haven't figured out how to say on stage yet, but it's like knowledge that you want to tell people about?
Hey, remember that whole thing we talked about before about how I was molested? All that.
You want to talk about that on stage?
I want to talk about everything. I want to talk about how bad my parents were. I want to talk about all that shit.
Yeah.
But I just don't know how to make it funny.
it's-
I'm still like dealing with how real it is.
Right. So everything you want to, so I've gathered that most things you want to talk about on stage is stuff that's happening, personal stuff, as opposed to like knowledge.
Yeah, because I think that's where originality comes from.
Yeah.
And then you just make it you make it funny, which makes it relatable, which makes it all fine. You
Yeah.
know? Because people don't want to go out and hear jokes about cream cheese or whatever. You know what I mean?
Unless
they're like-
it's a really good cream cheese joke.
But how many good cream cheese? I don't know, dude. And that I do very bad jokes most of the time.
No.
None of it is like shit from my heart.
What about
It's like the dumbest shit I can think of.
No.
Yes.
No.
Name one smart joke I have. Here's the thing. They're all smart jokes. I disguise them as dumb jokes. But if you listen, they're very smart. The suck my dick with their pussy joke, well, I've heard other people do it, so it's not that smart.
Wait, that's not your joke?
No, it is. I've heard other people like say it.
So you stole it?
No, like since I've said it.
Oh, other people stole it from you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I don't know if they stole it from me, but I've heard other people have the same. It's not that like deep of a thought. It's not hard to get to.
Right. Have you heard anyone doing any jokes I do?
Do you do any jokes?
Yeah.
No, I guess I haven't heard anyone do any of your
Because I'm so original.
good jokes.
Because I'm so damn original.
Yeah, that's probably it.
So you're getting mean and defensive.
I'm not getting mean
Where's this
or
coming
defensive.
Where's this coming from?
This isn't what therapists do. They don't
okay.
call the fucking patient names.
What name did I call you?
Mean and defensive.
Well, I don't know you that well. Listen, I've only met you this one time for this therapy session, but from what I've witnessed and knowledge, you're a little mean and defensive. But here, let's get into some calls, okay? So I'm gonna play some people who called in asking for some advice, and
We give them advice.
we give them advice.
All right.
And maybe I'll let you go first. We'll both give them advice, but last episode I led it, and some people were messaging me saying you didn't let the guest give advice,
God, people are giving you advice on your podcast.
and I listen because I give the people what they want.
You're a good host, dude.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that.
If only you knew what therapy was.
See, I don't remember if I've done this one or not, but let's find out. Yeah, let's find out.
I haven't been sleeping well. I feel like there's like a giant blanket on me. And I can't move it off. It's like I'm moving through the world. And I know I feel things. And I'm even smiling and I'm laughing. But I feel so heavy and weighed down. It's like I can't. I socialize with people, and yet, I feel ridiculous being here right now. I mean, I just said it, I'm functioning fine. So why am I concerned?
What is this from?
You haven't called.
No, the person did not call your number and leave that message.
Yes, she did.
That's like from a movie.
No, this is Ali Chef, an unlicensed therapy listener. I'll play it one more time.
Dude, it sounds like a fucking audio porn.
Don't be rude. They call in.
It sounds like ASMR or whatever.
They're opening up to us.
Why'd she sound so sexy?
She's a hot girl, and I have hot girl listeners.
I haven't been sleeping well. I feel
It's
like
making
there's
me,
like a
like,
giant
horny.
blanket on me.
You can't say that.
I'll be that fucking giant blanket. What's up?
I can't move it off. It's like I'm moving through the world. And I know I feel things.
She's a
And I'm even
professional
smiling and I'm
actress or
laughing.
something? Why'd she talk like
No,
that?
she's calling in.
Nobody talks like that.
But I feel so heavy
It's so dramatic.
and weighed down.
Is this
like
a
I
real
can't-
person? Because I don't feel
I
bad.
socialize
It's
with
Ali. It
people.
is. It's a real
And
call. Ali
yet-
Chef.
Well, Allie,
Oh, I feel ridiculous.
I don't really
being-
know what she's asking.
stop talking so fucking sexy when you're sad. That's my advice.
Do you understand what she's asking?
That's it's just anxiety.
It sounds like she's really depressed. to me.
Take some goddamn time to yourself. Turn the fucking TV off. Delete all the apps on your phone. That's another thing too, dude. I don't have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. None of that's on my phone.
Do you
Nothing.
agree she just sounds insanely depressed?
Yeah.
Like, I don't really, honestly, I'm not just saying this. I listened to that call twice now with you. I don't really know what she was asking advice on.
Well, that's why she's not I mean, I understand like you're sad and you feel like a blanket's on you, but I don't talk like that. You can't understand your problems if you try to be dramatic like
Right.
that.
Like
Be honest with yourself.
to be, yeah, like that
It's
wasn't
not,
fully
don't
real.
be
right?
poetic with your issues.
Yeah, she was trying to be poetic.
Yeah. Just be like, hey, I feel like shit. Why do I feel like shit?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm drifting into the winds.
Yeah,
You
pretend
don't know
like-
how to fix that.
If you call in, this goes not just for Allie, but everyone calling in. Pretend like you're telling your problems
Pretend you're a
to
normal
child.
goddamn person.
Pretend like you're telling your problems to a child, because I don't really understand what she has. Let's go to the next call.
Can I say something though, real quick,
Yeah.
about depression? it's I think it's people are too nice to it now, where like everyone's like, oh yeah, I'm just depressed, and then we're just okay with it because I mean I'm depressed as shit, and I was depressed as shit, but you have to like work really hard to not be depressed.
What work do you do to not be depressed?
Like in your head, with your body, whatever your issues are. Like I ate a lot. I would sit on the couch all day. That's how I got so fat. And then at the end of the day, I'd be like, God, I fucking hate myself. And then the next day, I'd wake up and do it.
You're saying
just
everything in your life leads into depression. So if you're fat, you got to stop eating, and that'll help your depression.
You just have to push yourself. You have to be like
better.
You have to trust that you are better because you know you're better. That's why you're depressed, because you go, I'm better than this, but why can't I be better than this? But you have to actually like try. It's not just gonna click.
Right. It's not magic.
You have to fucking climb out of that hole. Yeah. It's not like one day you're just gonna be like, oh, I'm happy now. You're never gonna be happy.
That's really wise.
You're always going to be, the goal should be content, and then you'll be happy sometimes, you'll be sad sometimes. But everyone's trying to be up here.
Right.
You're not going to ride the top of the wave the whole time. Chill in the middle. And when it's good, let it be good. And when it's bad, it'll be bad. But know that you'll get back to that middle. Stop trying to be happy. Just be okay.
You've never been to therapy?
No, dude.
Dude, who'd you hear that from?
Me. I talked to myself. Yes.
You made that?
Yes. I told you I'm smart, dude.
Those are smart words.
I know. I'm really fucking smart.
It sounded so like right. It sounded like such the right thing to say to Allie.
This is Allie. You're going to be okay, but you have to be the one to tell yourself you're going to be okay. We can't tell you how to be okay. You're the only
climb out of that hole.
You're the only person that cares about you. You're the only person you could trust.
I don't know what her problems are still, but whatever they are,
she's sad.
You fix them. You know what I mean? What can I do to make it better? What can you do, Allie? Not what we could do. Not what we could say. What can you do?
This is why I want to
go
talk
run
to
a
people.
mile.
Because I want to be like, hey, listen.
So you want to do unlicensed therapy?
Yeah, kinda.
What? That's my podcast.
It's a good idea. Can I have it?
Thank you.
We should do it to other people.
You say you want to be my co-host?
Yeah. If you're looking for one.
Sure.
Or if you ever just want to do this segment.
You're hired. You're hired. Okay, let's play another caller. We'll do one more. We'll do 2 per episode.
This is why I want to have a podcast.
This is from Cody Hester.
Does it say where they're from?
Hi, I was wanting to get some advice on how to start looking at more of the positive side of life. Recently, I feel I've been focusing more on the negative outcome of all situations instead of on what should be more positive. And I was wanting to see if you could give me some pointers or something on what I could do to start focusing more on the positive instead of the negative.
What a boring call. Cody, I mean, you kind of answered yourself in the thing. Like, what can I do to be more positive? You just be more positive.
Yeah.
It's that simple. You don't talk about negative things. You don't put yourself around negative people.
That's a key though, is that it is that simple.
It really is.
You just have to be conscious of it. Just think about it.
It's kind of like that thing. I don't know who wrote this or who read this, but everyone's heard it. If you pretend to smile, it makes you happy. Even if it's a fake smile. If you walk around with a fake smile, it's gonna make you a little happier than if you walk around with a frown.
Maybe. I don't know if I buy that.
But you've heard that.
But I've tried it.
It didn't come from nothing. That works.
I mean, it works, but it doesn't change your headspace. I mean, maybe it'll,
but it's just one
click
thing.
Something where you realize like, oh yeah, I
it's not going to fix everything.
Yeah,
it's not like if you're sad, just smile and you won't be sad anymore. But it's just one thing amongst other things.
Yeah.
And if you aren't happy and you want to be, well, he didn't say he wasn't happy, but if you want to be more positive, then it really is as simple as being more positive.
Yeah. You just have to get to know yourself.
Now he didn't say this either, but do you think that last caller was a homosexual?
No, I think he was Asian.
Cody let's listen one more time. I think it was a homosexual.
That seems like a bad idea after giving people advice.
Let's just listen. I think Cody.
Hi, I was wanting to get some advice on how to start looking at more of the positive side of life. Recently, I feel I've been focusing more on the negative.
But maybe some regular people talk like that.
Maybe keep listening.
Of all situations instead of on what should be more positive. And I was wanting to see if you could give me some pointers or something on what I could do to start focusing more.
Maybe.
It could be either. Yes.
You've heard a straight guy that sounds like that?
Yes.
You think, do you still think he's Asian though?
No.
No?
No, not that I said that and not listened to it. I don't.
I think it could be Asian, but
Hi, I
no,
was wondering-
Cody's not an Asian name.
Yeah.
Get some
Definitely.
advice on how to
I
start
think
looking at more of the
it's a
positive
Caucasian
side.
homosexual man.
I mean, yeah, he has like the lisp and the high C's or whatever that a gay man does, but it doesn't mean he's gay.
What else could it mean?
That he talks like that.
But he's not gay.
Yeah, that happens.
Where? Who? Give me an example of someone we know who talks like that that's not gay.
I don't know. My friend from high school, Cody Hessler.
This is your friend from high school?
Yeah. Did you tell him I was going to be on the podcast?
No.
Oh, I don't actually know him.
Oh.
How'd you believe that? That would be insane.
I mean, that's why I said it
Do you
so
think
like
any of my friends
you-
from high school listen to your fucking podcast?
Well, that's why I said it like that. Like, this was your friend.
Oh.
You know, so I was surprised. All right. Well, I think we gave some good advice. We learned a lot about you. I think you gave some good advice to people listening.
Yeah. I just want to help people. I want people to be okay with themselves. Delete social media. It's bad for you.
You're on social media.
It's sick. Nah.
Yes, you are.
I mean, I have accounts. I don't.
You messaged me on Instagram today about the platypus.
Instagram, I'm on once in a while. I'll do
And
Instagram.
Facebook?
I'll do Instagram once a
I
day.
messaged you on Facebook too.
I have Facebook Messenger to talk to people. I don't use Facebook.
So you're on social media.
I have profiles, yeah, but I don't go on Facebook and Twitter
But you
and
go on
Instagram to
Instagram.
kill time.
Got it. But you're on them. So you're saying, so basically you're saying, don't delete social media. Just use it a healthy amount like you.
Don't let that shit define your self-worth.
Right.
And all it's going to do is distract you from learning about yourself.
And being creative.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude.
It's bad. It's fucking cancer. It's cigarettes, but for us. And it's way worse. It's way worse.
I think you are smart.
I told you, dude. I just want to prove it to people.
I think you did. I think anyone listening to this is going to think you're smart.
I hope so.
And I do. Thanks for being on the podcast.
Yeah. Hey, can I plug my podcast?
You don't have a podcast.
Well, but I'm gonna soon.
I thought, well, you keep, now it's like you always go back and forth. It's like, now you want to co-host my podcast. It's like, you got to pick a lane
Okay, well,
and go through
I don't
that.
want to take over your podcast, and I'm not going to do a podcast where I give people
I mean,
advice.
you'd be kind of like my sidekick.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that, but I also want my podcast.
Oh, so you do want, no matter what, you want to start another podcast.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, well, I guess look for Matt Lockwood's upcoming podcast that's coming out. All right. Thanks for being on. Later.